Welcome to the 2010 Geeking Out Halloween Special. Boo!
Oh my gosh! Who are you?
You don't recognize me?
No. Do we know each other?
It's me, Jim.
Jim, what happened to you?
What do you mean, what happened? I look exactly the same. I've always been like this.
Have you looked at your arm? You're blue.
What the hell? I'm a Smurf!
And you're a little smaller.
Little?
Little smaller
at least
than normal.
Still taller than you. Well, almost the same size.
Almost the same size as me, which is definitely short.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
So...
What happened?
Well, I guess I'm a puppet?
That seems to be what's going on. That's, yeah.
Well, I think I might have run afoul of an old gypsy woman, or ate the KFC Double Down. I'm not sure which.
I'm jealous if you've tried one of those.
Well, I don't think you'll like the results if it turns you into a puppet.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
So
maybe
I might actually, need some help now doing the reviews.
Oh, sure. No, not a problem. But could I do mine first then?
No, I'm the star of this show. I mean, who the devil do you think you are? Well, of course you can do the reviews first.
Okay.
Jeez, I'm a puppet for Pete's sake.
Okay, maybe you should have been a red puppet. Anyhow, okay, well, we have some extra special reviews for you this week because it being Halloween this weekend, we wanted to do some scary reviews.
Well, scary to you, maybe.
I guess.
You are a girl.
Yes. And Paranormal Activity freaked me out. The first one. Anyways. But
what is wrong with audiences when they go to see a stupid movie like Jackass 3D or Paranormal Activity 2? Are you people stupid?
Yeah, apparently. So anyways, back to the reviews. We had some really awesome stuff come out this week, but because we're going to do our Halloween episodes, we're going to do just one of the great new things that came out this week.
How is Superman good?
Trust me, this Superman is really good. This one is Superman Earth 1 hardcover. This is by J. Michael Straczynski and Shane Davis. So this is sort of an origin story reimagined. Many things remain the same in this iconic story, but there's plenty of new stuff to enjoy. Yeah. Anyhow, while Jim amuses himself down there, Clark arrives in Metropolis with his entire future before him. He has many career paths to choose from, all giving him the one thing that he desires, to live a normal life, basically. But then a blast from the past changes all of that, and Clark must decide if he's going to live in the shadows or embrace his destiny and live in the light. So this was really awesome, actually. The great thing about Superman's origin is that it never gets old to me, but Straczynski has given this tale a masterful modern mock-up without losing the appeal of the classic tale, and Davis creates an epic backdrop that just leaps off the page. So if you can get this one in your comic book store, go pick it up right away. I know personally it was really hard to get this copy even to review it, but if you can get it, definitely worth the read.
Hey, someone left a quarter down here.
Jim. And now on to the awesome Halloween reviews. So Jim asked me before he came here, and I did not know that he was a puppet, just to add.
I don't think I was a puppet when I called you.
See, this is the confusion here. We'll have to sort that one out. And said,
so felty.
Yeah. That's very nice. Anyhow, so we thought that since this is Halloween weekend, we should do our favorite horror comics. And I don't read a lot of those, so I decided to go a little bit different tact and do some of my favorites, but also ones that are out now that you can get on the shelf right now.
Well, you do that. I'm gonna go down here and maybe
prepare for your fantastic review.
Crap books.
Okay.
1 second.
Okay. So, first up, we've got American Vampire. This is the first volume hardcover that collects the first 5 issues. It's by Scott Snyder, Stephen King, and Raphael Albuquerque. So, in this one, Snyder and King interweave 2 storylines, one in 1920s LA, and the other is like an origin story from 45 years earlier. Now, Skinner Sweet is a new breed of vampire. He's stronger and able to walk in the sun, and he's out to defy his maker and vampires of that kind. He mentors a new vampire named Pearl Jones, whose Hollywood dreams are dashed and become an unbelievable nightmare. And Snyder sort of takes her under, or Skinner, sorry, takes her under his wing. So, Snyder and King have created a truly maniacal character in Skinner Suite. He isn't a good person, and yet you find yourself rooting for him. Kind of like Dexter, but with a vampire edge. So these vampires are running counter to the current sparkly vampires that are out there. These ones are dangerous and you don't want to be around them. And Albuquerque's art really brings this to the fore. It's really dark and shady, and it really makes the vampires look really menacing. If you aren't reading American Vampire and you're a vampire fan, I don't understand why you're not reading it, but you should go out and pick it up.
Hey, Leila!
Yes.
There's like 7 Green Hornet titles. I mean, why do we need 7 Green Hornet titles?
So like I said, pick up American Vampire because you don't need seven Green Hornet titles. And is anyone going to go see that movie? Is anybody going to be excited about that? I'm not sure. I don't know.
Sakes. You don't need 7 Green Hornet titles.
Pretty
One's
sure.
enough.
One's plenty. Anyhow. Okay, so next up we've got this awesome book, The Green Woman. This is an original hardcover by Peter Straub, Michael Easton, and John Bolton. And in this one, serial killer Fielding Fee Bandolier.
Yes. Puppet. I might actually like Green Women.
Maybe. You might not like the one that's sort of referenced in this one.
Oh. Right.
But you might want to hold on to that thought.
Okay.
Okay. So this is from Straub's Blue Rose trilogy, and this returns in this tale. Haunted by the memories and the disembodied voices of his many victims, and hunted by Bob Steele, a New York detective, Fee and this man, Bob, are both drawn to this place called the Green Woman Tavern, and there's an evil lurking there that will decide sort of both of their fates. So this story is really amazing. It's very engrossing, definitely adult fare, not for the squeamish. I'm not a huge fan of the art just because I don't like the painted parts. But if you like a painted look, more ethereal, I guess it works for this story, but just not awesome for me. You have something to say about that?
No. I've just realized that I'm terrified now.
Yes. Yes.
There's a Kristen Stewart comic.
Yes, there is a Kristen Stewart comic. Much like the Lady Gaga one that we reviewed before. Yes. Yes.
I hate blue water.
Well, I just wish that they would stop doing that kind of book. It's not.
So do I. You know, Blue Water, do actual comics.
Yeah, I would like that. But, you know, I mean, to each their own. Maybe somebody wants to read a book about Kristen Stewart.
Someone with a
Someone asked me about the Justin Bieber one, so clearly someone wants to. But
what's
anyhow,
a Bieber?
That's a whole other show.
All right.
All right. Last up for my reviews of wicked horror books, we've got The Walking Dead Compendium. Now, people, if you have not picked this up, you really should. This has the first 48 issues of the awesome story by Kirkman, Moore, and Allard. You should probably know what this is all about. You've probably seen the ads for the AMC show, but if you don't, this is about a zombie epidemic has gone across the globe, causing the dead to rise and feed on the living. So society as we know it is pretty much gone, and the survivors are left to deal with the new situation.
Have you seen the first episode? It's pretty damn awesome.
I have a sneak preview of it that I'm going to check out. But check it out this Sunday, Halloween. It's going to be pretty good if you want to see a great zombie tale. And if you want to, after you see that, read this, black and white. It's awesome. Definitely pick it up if you love zombie tales.
And
You
who
can't go wrong.
doesn't love a good zombie tale?
Exactly. All right. So next up, Jim's got some reviews here. I'm going to help
Because,
him out.
well, as a puppet, I don't have opposable thumbs.
No.
So First up, we have School Bites, written and drawn by Holly Golightly. And in this one, a young girl wakes up in an alley transformed into a vampire and gets invited to the Shadow Academy school for vampires and meets her new vampire friends. It's not a bad little tale. I mean, it's not too bad. Well drawn, well written. It's a lot of fun, and it's in full color in manga style. I actually quite enjoy this book and series. And Holly, if you're watching, thank you. This is a great Halloween tale for kids of all ages. Next up, we have Fred Perry's The Littlest Zombie #1. And in this one, the littlest zombie wants to get a filling human snack. But other zombies want the feast first, so the littlest zombie must use his brain to figure out how to get to the meal first. Now, as a zombie tale, it's not bad. It's black and white. It's fun. And you actually learn a little thing about zombies.
Cool.
Which is always nice. So, yeah, pick that up if you can. It's just recent out. And last, and certainly not least, is... Ooh, that's a new book. One sec. Dark Ivory #1, written and drawn by Joseph Michael Linsner and Ava Hopkins. And in this one, young Ivory goes to a rave and meets a vampire and learns that she too may have a past, and now a future as a creature of the night. I actually love this book. I can't say it enough. Ava, Joe, I love this book. It's simply fantastic. The human characters are fantastically written. The art is fantastically drawn. If you're not a fan of this book, what's wrong with you? It's a humanizing vampire tale. So you should really go out and buy it. And, well, I kind of want to apologize to the, well, witch or
Gypsy.
whatnot, gypsy that cursed me into this puppet form, you know. So KFC, Gypsy, I'm really sorry. Could I maybe have my human body back, please? Please.
See you next week when hopefully Jim will be human again. Have a happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Shoot.